I didn't choose Millionaire. Millionaire chose me. Let me tell you a story of how I ventured into making hats and fascinators. So, I relocated back to Lagos in 2024 and I already made the decision to stop my bridal business because I was out of capital. Wedding dresses were getting so expensive and I didn't want the wahala of brides turning my gowns into mud or turning it from white to brown in just because they have their caution fee. They'll feel like, oh, they can use the gown anyhow they want. After all, you can dry clean it and all that. Gowns has given me BP wedding dresses. So I decided to stop renting wedding dresses. But guess what? I kept making my bouquets. Of course, you all know that I make luxury bouquets. Like my bouquets, just check my page. Anyway, like I said, I located back to Lagos. I decided to stop my bridal business and I switched into makeup. I learned makeup and I've not been paying attention to it anyway because personally I love makeup and I believe I do well in makeup even though I might need an upgrade, but I didn't have that zeal to pursue makeup. So anyways, back to my story. While I got a space in Lagos here, I started my makeup business and before you know it, people were asking me, please, do you do autogele? Please, do you make hats and fascinators? And I'm like, who asks a makeup artist if she makes hats and fascinators? Anyway, Sha, when I was still running my bridal shop, a lot of brides asked me that they need a fascinator. I remember vividly when my sister-in-law asked me, why not start making fascinators? You make good bouquets, you make good hand fans. People are going to patronize you well if you go into fascinator. And I'm like, who? Me, fascinator. I don't have the strength to mold. I've done a short millinery course anyway, and I realized for you to do well in millinery, your hands you must mold. And I was not ready to mold hats like molding the shapes and all. I felt it was too stressful. After all, Bouquet was already sending me on flower huntings, color huntings, and all. I didn't want to add millinery headache. Guess what? God laughed. Anyway, when I moved to Onitsha, people kept asking me, do you have fascinators? Do you have and I'm like, fascinators. People kept asking me. Meanwhile, I make small, small fascinators that I use to church. I never paid attention to them. And most times I just create them out of curiosity. Like I don't even pay attention to them. So back to my story, people kept asking me for autogele. And I went, I learned my autogele and started it. Before you know it, others were coming right, left, and center. I started posting it online and I started getting autogele work. My sister-in-law also said, you can do fascinators. Why not go into it? And I said, you are who? I beg. Even my mother told me while I was learning autogly, why not go into fascinators? You have a good talent for an eye for creativity and you are going to do well. Stubborn me. I still said, mommy, I beg, leave that thing. But guess what? One day I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw Vicky James pair a hat made by Unique's work with one of her outfits. I was marveled. No, that hat was not the normal crinoline fascinators that I see in the market. That was a very classy and timeless piece. Like the hat was so neat, so classy, and trust Vicky to pair it with an outfit that is well tailored. Anyway, immediately I saw it, I said to myself, this looks like something I want to venture into. I mean, I don't want to just do crinoline works. I don't want to just do hats for the sake of doing it. If I want to do something, it has to be a classy level. So I said to God, I love this. So if you want me to go into millinery, then take me there. One day, I was going with my sister-in-law. Okay, before then, my sister, who was a stylist, did her birthday in 2024. She wanted to get an accessory to match her outfit. Her page is Top Drawer Collections, by the way. She makes ready to wear outfits and bespoke pieces. So she said I should escort her to go pick a fascinator for her photo shoot. And I'm like, let's go. And I met this amazing soul, Fese Marinaris. Oh my God. I came to her shop, and for the first time in my life, I saw myself walk into the kind of showroom or office space that I had always envisioned but didn't have the right words or action to make it come true. I saw myself walk into a class or a world of timeless and elegant hats. We made our selection, and my sister did her shoot. We brought it back. And in my mind, I kept saying, oh, God, this is the kind of hats I want to do or fascinators if I want to venture into millinery. And as God may have it, I was lucky enough to become her apprentice, and that one is a testimony for another day. Anyway, I started my apprenticeship, which ended suddenly because all of a sudden I didn't have anybody to hold my children for me. So I had to stop, but thanks to her kindness, her detailed explanation, and what have you, in fact, she's an angel. And this is me openly saying, thank you, Fese Marinari. You are God's saint. I owe you one, but let's talk about that later. Okay, so I started creating small, small pieces from home, posting it online, and to my shock, people started liking them. People started ordering them. And I'm like, are you serious? A lot of people messaged me and we're like, you said you didn't have the strength for millinery. What changed? What happened? I told them my love for classic and elegant, bespoke, custom-made headwears has brought me to Maynard. This is why I say I did not choose Maynard. Maynard chose me because I had been running away, just like Jonah ran away from going to Nineveh. I had been running away, but Maynard fished me out and still brought me back. And here I am today at Zande's Millionaire Craft, making timeless pieces. For instance, you dey check see wetin I wear for my head now. Omo, this hat or this fascinator rather that I'm putting on took me 2 months, read my lips, 2 months to finish it. Sometimes when I start a hat, I don't even know the end result. There are some times when I will be sleeping, a design will come to my head. I will just wake up and sketch it out. Then I'll start thinking, what is the kind of material that I will use to achieve this? What is the kind of texture, the color to suit it? For instance, the beading of this hat, let me come closer so you see it. This hat was beaded and kept. The base was not initially like this. I did it and I saw it from a milliner, Rebecca Share, and I did the bidding. I kept it. I didn't want to recreate her piece. I just got inspiration of the bead, the kind of bead I used from her work. I kept it, and for weeks I looked at it and I kept asking myself, what am I going to do with this? Until one day I took the piece up and started restructuring it. And as God may have it, I restructured it and I still kept it. I added the roses and I still kept it until one day my spirit now said, add these feathers, don't make it scanty, just make it a bit full at the middle. It will make it gorgeous. That was what birthed gave birth to this beautiful and gorgeous and timeless headpiece. You can see for yourself, I don't just make hats. If you love it unique, trust in this millionaire craft. If you want something that is very artistic, trust in this millionaire craft. If you love to stand out, like when you come out, your own headwear will be different. Trust in this millionaire craft. You can see the one behind me. These are some of the things I created, and I am not going to take all these praises until one day when this man will agree to come to the camera. My husband is one of the powerhouse behind every piece that I make. When I say this, I say it with full confidence because I know the amount of effort he puts behind the scene. He doesn't like to show himself, oh, but trust me, tell that man thank you for him because the headache of Zandy's millionaire craft, he carries it more than me. He does all the hard part for me, except when he's not around, which is why I mostly work at night so that I'll be sure he is there to help me just in case there's a bridge that needs to be crossed. So this is me saying thank you to my lovely husband for always being the pillar right from my bridal shop straight to millionaire shop. Thank you so much. I love you. And to my queens, if you love uniqueness, if you don't want to look ordinary, you want to command looks, you want to command respect. You have these luxury turkey wears that you've bought, or maybe custom made pieces or couture or bespoke outfit that you made, and you want to pair it with an accessory that will make it look elegant. Please send that DM today. Don't wait. I create custom made design. I can look at your outfit and just say, wow, that's what it is not this like consistent talking to my camera. So thank you for staying with me and let's wait for day 3. Bye.